that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the NC State Wolfpack. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So NC State's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Of course, the home of the Cotton Bowl in modern times has become AT&T Stadium, a massive yet somehow intimate setting. Kirk, this, of course, is where the first championship game of the playoff era was played.
Well, who could forget that? When Ohio State took care of Oregon to win the national championship for Urban Meyer. And this game, like you said, I think it just seems to get bigger and bigger in this setting. The pressure these players feel. Let's see who can.
Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And they keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46. A new set of downs after that completion. The linebacker shifting around now. Tries to get it to the running back. Grab down the middle. It's Paul. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Wolfpack. This quarterback on fire today. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So Auburn's offense out there for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but then make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And the single back takes the handoff. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Well, that is a first down and a definitive way of getting a good push up front. And this back, I tell you, every single year on the Plains, Auburn always has a great back, and this guy is no different.
He'll take a deep shot here. Pass caught down to the 20. It's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score.
Now that's how you execute. I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after that big play, I'm all about taking a shot right to the end zone here.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
4th down. He's throwing for it. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be 1st down and goal. 1st and goal. A great chance to answer that opening touchdown. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. The They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Return starts from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the NC State offense back out on the field now. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Looking for a gap. It's Paul, the sophomore, with a strong tackle there.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And the gain is good enough for a first down near the 38. NC State comes to the line quickly.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Getting set. Here's second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Finds an open target on the left side. Breaking free at the 35. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes. And this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
The gain makes it second and medium. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So now from the 27, the offense faces a third and short. How aggressive will they play it? And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up fourth down now. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. Long enough and good.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Back in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. So behind the 6, second and long from their 14. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Most offensive coaches, they're going to be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man. And I'm curious to see if they're going to test this defensive back again because of the excellent coverage he's having out there.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And here comes the punter onto the field. This is a low liner. This won't go a long way. He'll call for the fair catch here. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. Had to reluctantly settle for a field goal last time out. Really want to find the end zone here. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Going for a big play downfield. Pass hauled in inside the 15. And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. What a play on the completion.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
The Wolfpack line up now, first and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
Offense facing second and goal. Looking to score, they'll run it to the left side. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, NC State. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Pass not complete.
Well, it's an incompletion here. And I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes a quick grab. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's 4th down.
On 3rd downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. And that's what the defense did here. They knew where the sticks were, and they were able to make the tackle short of the line.
Makes the grab along the sideline, goes out of bounds, and it is a 1st down. The choice to go for it doesn't pan out this time. Back behind the quarterback, aligned in pistol. Off the play fake on 1st down. It's a quick grab. And they finally tackle him down at the 1. Big gain in the pitch and catch.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the line.
And he's got it. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Handoff here from the shotgun. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. So far, it's NC State on top, Kurt. We've reached the end of 1 in this quest to move 1 step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a 1st down.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. With all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the handoff. And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On third down, he drops to throw. And they heave it deep downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that third down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got fourth down.
He's going to take another shot right here. He grabs it inside the 20. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. QB to the tight end for a completion. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a first and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. That's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Finds room at the 30. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Point after, not right through. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackled right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there, and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Makes a quick catch. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. The offense starts with excellent field position. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Quarterback drops back, trying to extend the play. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Quick throw over the middle. Makes a spectacular diving catch. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. NC State lines up 1st and goal. Offense looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. The 40. Inside the 20. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers.
Wow, there's a risky throw here so close to the goal line. This defender makes this interception, Chris. Sometimes you see a guy hesitate. He might think about taking a knee. This guy didn't. It gave him momentum and the speed that he needed to be able to get to the end zone.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And the PAT makes it a 10-point deficit, 31-21. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Here comes the NC State offense back out on the field now. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Important second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he's got his man open downfield. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle. A new set of downs after that completion. And looking to throw now on first down. Finds his man. It's Paul. Tackle made after a big gain. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's an out route. The catch made. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So on 1st down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still leading by 10.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
One more play before they head to the locker room. First down, looking to throw the football. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a big chunk play on the final play of the period. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. Chris, let's send things back to you and Kirk for what should be a memorable second half as we eagerly anticipate who'll be moving on to the next round of this college football playoff.
And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Lofting it toward the left sideline. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Caught quickly. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down. Wideouts now clustered. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. The pocket breaking down. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. He's escaping the pocket now. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker, and now a 4th down decision coming up. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. See if he can make something happen with the return. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
They look to throw it here on second down. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
Handoff to the back. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
This is exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
It's a shotgun run call. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass this time. Receiver makes the grab, and he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. Third down. This offense will really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Game moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? A quick juke. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there. Here we go, 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a 1st and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no, they're not backing down. They get penetration and come up with a tackle for a loss.
Snags the quick throw. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Now, a crucial 3rd down and goal. And the quarterback's going to sneak it. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And they recover the onside kick. Looks like they've been practicing that one.
Well, now that we're in this second half, Chris, you're limited on how many possessions you can get to get back into this game. I think they needed to get something to get them going. Now you steal back some momentum. Let's see what they can do with this.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big game for this offense.
1st and goal for the offense. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Delay of game. Offense.
Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost them 5. The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. From the shotgun, drops back. It's complete. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, and maybe hold him to 3 points.
And he'll be brought down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. No surprise here. The coach has got the offense on the field. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. And the quarterback will just sneak it here. Touchdown, Tigers. And they go in front here in the 2nd half.
Oh, how about that, Chris? Bear Bryant's looking down, smiling on that call. 4th down and goal. You go with the goal line formation. You bring the defense in tight, and you still overpower them for a touchdown. Thing of beauty.
Extra point makes the lead 4. Now they get set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle. Auburn in the lead as we break for the quarter. Sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. All right, here comes the 4th quarter. Everything to play for here. Who's going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? They're going to run it here. Oh, what a move. Brought down to the 28, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. NC State comes to the line quickly. And now the handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Has the first down, still on the move. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. 1st and 10 now for the offense. Receiver in motion now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And that pass rush has trapped him into sack.
There's a nice play by this defense. After giving up a huge gain, they're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Oh, look out, the football is free. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
Great play by the defender of knocking the ball away to give his defense a chance to recover the football. Man, the quarterback has to have that internal clock, that situational awareness, pocket awareness, kind of feel the pressure, and most importantly, when you feel it, take care of the football.
And the Auburn offense back out on the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the 4th quarter. Critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, with the lead here, this is where you want to just take your time. The defense, as we know, they are looking to do anything they can to create an aggressive play to try to create a turnover. So you got to work that clock, but also protect the football. I'm sure the coach right now is preaching to all his guys and reminding them about ball security at this point in the game.
They go with a direct snap. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a 1st down.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this 1st down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
And here's the handoff. Breaking tackles. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second down after that run on the previous play. The back's got it. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. When a player is down injured after that last play, we'll take a timeout while they check him out. This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
The offense has done well to choose some clock here. Now they'll come up on 2nd down. They'll run it here, and they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Third down coming up after that running play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's hit as he throws it. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on third and short. Unable to come up with a first down. Now here at fourth down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
Needs a completion here on fourth down. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Auburn.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? The quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the kickoff will be returned. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. They fumbled it away last time, and now they're in a big hole. They got to react quickly here. Looking to throw it on first down. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway at the 26-yard line is huge.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Not much on that play, brought down short.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
They'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now.
Now they run the football here. I thought he might have enough room to be able to extend and get across that first down mark, but he's going to be a couple yards short. Good job by the defense at having awareness of space there and knew exactly what they needed to do to bring him down.
He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
Wow, Chris, I don't know. You got control of this game, and you go for it here? A little bit confusing. Why even allow your opponent any chance of anything? Finish out the win and just punt it away.
Throws it to the right. And the defender gets a hand in here to break the pass up.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception on the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. That roughing the passer gives the offense a first down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. The short completion of the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big. That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Bringing pressure. Down he goes. A sack. The clock is still running. Off to hurry up here, but it's a crucial third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on downs. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? There's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tigers. This offense cannot be stopped.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights. The go team has come on the field now to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. We're going to pass here on second down. Catch is made down the middle. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. He's running out of time here. Caught behind the line. It's Paul. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's looking deep here. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the stats a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Caught over the middle. It's Paul. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around. Here we go. Third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. And it's incomplete. He was looking for the end zone.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to 4th down.
The pass rush closing in. And he's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still's got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
Now from the pistol formation. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.